Five-times former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions Jay and Mark the Briscoes set to take on the two Kennys, Kenny King and Kenny Omega, in tag team action. Kenny King starting things off for the two Kennys. Yes, he is. Against Jay Briscoe, and Kenny, one half of the FIP Tag Team Champions, a member of the YRR, along with Jason Blade. Kenny Omega put in a strong showing against Delirious at our Canadian debut in Toronto back at Northern Navigation, and looking to continue in his impressive ways here this evening, but he does have his hands full with Jay and Mark Briscoe. Nice reversal right there by Kenny King, takes control of the arm of Jay Briscoe, is trying to get back to his feet, grabs hold of the head of Kenny and does just that. Nice reversal into a hammerlock. This match originally an open challenge by the Briscoes that was answered by Kenny Omega, and it was Kenny King inserting himself into the matchup. A very confident Kenny King, putting his skills on display, but turned right around to an arm drag by Jay Briscoe. That's why he put himself into the match, to display just how talented of an individual he is. We saw Kenny King take Jerry Lynn to the limit in Philadelphia back at Glory by Honor 7. We also saw Kenny King and Brian Danielson back in Cleveland, Ohio, go to almost a 15-minute draw, but he took a former world champion, Brian Danielson, to the limit right there in that matchup. So Kenny King is someone to keep your eyes on in Ring of Honor. Definitely one of the most physically gifted natural athletes here in Ring of Honor. Two-sport star back in New York, could have played basketball had he chosen to go that route. Made pro wrestling his career, and he's done very well for himself down at Full Impact Pro, and he's looking to make a name for himself here in Ring of Honor. And doesn't look too interested in tagging Kenny Omega. Well, Kenny King, he showed battling in the opening minutes of this matchup that he was ready for action. Now it's time for Kenny Omega to enter the fray. Okay, another Canadian athlete on the show here tonight, trying to get the support of his hometown crowd behind him as he looks across the ring at Crazy Mark Briscoe. Tries a knee right to the midsection. That will put a stop to whatever Kenny Omega had in mind. Great leapfrog, and Mark Briscoe right on the top. A nice nip up there by Omega. Talking about great athletes, Kenny Omega is just that as well. Nice roll up and a quick reversal though by Mark. Only able to get two, and a deep arm drag.
back to their feet, sweeps the legs, goes for the cover, but unable to even get a 1 count. Nice drop kick right on the button.
And he's very confident as well.
Got a handful of hair as he drags Mark back to his feet. Gets back into the corner. There's a tag by Kenny King. Forearm to the back. Nice teamwork shown right here in the early going by King and Omega. Couple of forearms to the side of the head by Kenny King. A hard clothesline.
Brutal. Got all of it. Mark Briscoe grabbing the back of his head after being driven down to the mat.
His head just bounced off the canvas after the impact to the neck from the clothesline. As Omega climbs the top, double axe handle right to the ribcage.
Seeing some frequent tag out of the Kennys. They're going to have to do that against such an experienced tag team unit as the Briscoes. They're making the tag themselves. And now double team work from the Briscoes.
Drop down by Mark. Omega went over the top and ran right into the elbow of Jay Briscoe, who gets a 2 count, but Omega able to get the shoulder off the canvas.
He didn't have much of a choice there. Either the legs would get swept or he eats the elbow, and he ate the elbow.
Another quick tag by the Briscoes. In comes Mark. Omega wide open. Mark buries a right hand to the ribcage. Omega looking to make the tag, but Mark puts a quick stop to it. And a headbutt. Backs him to the ropes. King reaching for the tag, but none delivered by Omega. Run right into a clothesline. Very close again to making the tag, but Omega does not do so.
All he had to do was extend the hand right there. He was right in his corner. But that's, like I said, the experience of the Briscoes comes into play right there, and the inexperience as a tag team unit of the Kennys. But he does make the tag, and now it is Kenny King firing away on Mark Briscoe in the corner.
One kick to the chest and a boot right across the throat. That was a warning from the official. Kenny very proud of himself.
Firing away at the midsection of Kenny King, but one knee strike puts a stop to that.
Unfortunately for Kenny King, he doesn't speak French, so he has no idea what these people are yelling at him.
Neither do I. I don't think I want to know.
Snap suplex, floats right over into a cover. Hooks the leg, but referee Paul Turner right there and says 2 as Mark Briscoe gets the shoulder off the canvas. As Kenny Omega back to his feet in the corner as his partner delivers a right hand to the head of Mark Briscoe and an elbow, and then makes the tag to Omega.
Looks like we're going to see some double team work from the Kennys. Nice leapfrog. Boot to the midsection. Good combination here as he drives him face first into the canvas. King with the cover.
King not the legal man. Trying to pick up the victory here, but Omega's the legal man. And
not quite on the same page right here. And Kenny Omega basically distracting Kenny King, who luckily got out of harm's way, and Omega got his head taken off.
Omega was trying to let King know that Jay Briscoe was coming, and instead it's a super kick now for Kenny King after Omega got waylaid with that clothesline. Omega's still the legal man, hits the corner. Clothesline in the corner by Jay Briscoe. Kenny King out on the floor as the Briscoes make another tag.
And Kenny King is visibly frustrated with how things are working out for himself and Omega as a tag team unit, and I don't blame him.
It's very difficult, like you said, having never teamed together before, to really be on the same page at all time in a tag team match. It's not like you're going in there like the Briscoes, who've been basically partners their entire wrestling career. They've been together for their entire lives, so it's a little bit easier for guys like that to be on the same page than 2 people who've never teamed together once in their lives.
Yeah, that's very true, but at the same time, I have seen some tag teams on their first night as a unit work very well and earn victories in professional wrestling, but it doesn't seem to be the case for the Kennys here against the Briscoes.
Belly-to-belly suplex for another 2 count by Mark Briscoe and a tag to Jay.
Who knows, maybe they will prove me wrong and pull out the win. Would be one heck of a victory.
Double team shoulder tackle. And Kenny King knocked to the floor as well by Mark Briscoe.
Okay.
Tried to momentarily come to the aid of his partner, but thought better of it once he saw the big foot of Jay Briscoe flying towards his face.
Yeah, that helped him make his reconsider things and make up his mind. Good decision. Stay on the apron.
Calling for the tag as looked like Omega was starting to get the better of that fisticuff exchange with Jay Briscoe, but instead now it's Jay in the corner, shoulder blocks to the midsection.
He would never get the better of a fisticuff exchange with one of the Briscoes. They're all about the fisticuffs.
Big big boot right to the face.
And the big boots right to the face.
It's again only two. Omega able to kick out as Jay didn't hook the leg right there. Looks a little bit frustrated with referee Paul Turner as he makes yet another tag to Brother Mark.
How do you expect to get the victory if you don't hook the leg, man? Come on.
Front face lock by Mark Briscoe. Elevates him. Nice suplex. Right into a cover again. And one more time, Omega able to get the shoulder up.
Just looking to wear the man down. He's got this session in the center of the ring, too. What are they saying, Lenny?
Can't quite tell from my vantage point, but I don't think it's complimentary to Kenny King.
Everybody should compliment Kenny King. He's a great athlete.
Oh, no denying that fact.
The future is very bright for Kenny King.
And Kenny Omega as well.
Well, not if he can't escape from this head scissors right here. It's really wearing him down. He was able to use that body weight to force the shoulders of Mark Briscoe against the canvas for the near fall, but he still is all tied up.
Has to find a way to make the tag. He's been absorbing an awful lot of punishment for the past several minutes here. And Kenny King, I don't know if it's encouragement he's shouting at Kenny Omega, but definitely wants to make the tag. And Omega able to make it to the ropes, however, dragged back to the other corner where another tag made by the Briscoes, and the frustration continues to mount on the face of Kenny King.
Omega was very close to his corner right there. Maybe if he realized where he was at, he'd be able to slap the hand of Kenny King right there, but unable to do so.
Trying to fire away at the midsection of Jay Briscoe. Kicks him right in the face again. Back to their feet. Omega again swinging away at the midsection, but with a clubbing blow to the back by Jay Briscoe puts a stop to it. Scoops him up, hard slam. Jay off the ropes. Quick leg drop right back to his feet, and elbow to the face of Kenny King. Knocks him down on the floor one more time.
Omega able to kick out. Another frequent tag here from the Briscoes. Back in comes Mark.
I got to give Omega credit for resiliency here, continuing to get the shoulder off the canvas.
I don't give him credit for being able to tag out. He's been unable to do so.
Gets the foot up, might have the opportunity to make the tag here. Up and over the top, lands on his feet. Does not go for the tag, however. Tried an offensive maneuver off the turnbuckles and got caught with a drop kick.
You know, he had the advantage right there. What he needed to do was get to his corner, slap the hand of Kenny King, get a fresh wrestler in there. Instead, he tried something else, and now he's going to get launched into the lights. No.
Able to almost land on his feet. Avoids that double clothesline attempt. Double hurricanrana. Can he make the tag here? Kenny King is ready. Omega crawling towards the ropes, trying to get his bearings, it looks like. Also looks like he's been busted open, blood from the nose, as he goes to finally make the tag, and Kenny King drops off the apron.
Well, I don't blame Kenny King at all. I grew frustrated watching Kenny Omega being unsuccessful to get to his corner and make the
Wait a
tag.
second.
Yeah.
Titus.
Addicted to love.
You see this? This guy's a loser.
Omega able to avoid that clothesline attempt, puts on the brakes. Step up Enziguri.
Almost as far as you.
Gets the dragon suplex as well, but can't keep him down for three.
He also has no partners. Kenny King's on the outside with Red Titus.
I'm good about myself.
But Omega back to his feet.
Myself, man.
Right for momentum, but shot to the midsection by Jay Briscoe. Face first to the second turnbuckle he goes.
Look at this guy. He sucks. His name is Kenny. My name is Kenny. I'm Kenny King.
Kenny King not too enthused with the prospects of Kenny Omega here.
I don't think we'll see the Kennys teaming ever again, and I don't think we're going to see Kenny Omega kicking out of that springboard doomsday device.